here with Richie Hawtin. I understand that you are currently on a tour. Can you tell us something about it?
We have a new Minus release coming out in about 3 weeks called Expansion and Contraction. And it's a new Minus compilation with tracks from myself, John Geyser and Mark Hool, Ollie Dubfire. You know, the tour is to kind of celebrate and promote that. October and beginning of November is always kind of a classic time for me to go back through Germany, play for the people, and, you know, kind of wrap the whole year up. You know, say thank you for everyone coming out, start to close the chapter of the year, and then go back into my studio, take some time off. So it's a great time. Expansion Contraction kind of builds upon the general theme of Minus. You know, Minus has always been about minimize to maximize, and Expansion and Contraction is another part of that theme of two opposing forces, the expansion, the contraction, and what you find in between those. And the tracks on the compilation kind of represent that idea. One of the records is more contracting, and then the other record is more, you know, expanding, you know, bigger. So each track explores that and finds a balance within those two components, and then as a whole, the compilation looks at each side a little bit, and in the end, also finds its own balance as a compilation. Sometimes you're in the studio, you're working on lots of new ideas, and especially when you're trying to follow up things that people know so well, like a Plastic Man, sometimes you get overcritical about what's good, what's bad, what should I do next, and putting a Plastic Man track on the compilation gets Plastic Man back out there. It gets me again releasing something and starts my energy towards working on a possible new Plastic Man album for next year. You know, for next year, it's the Minus 10-year anniversary. We're all very conscious right now that with all the success of Minus, we really all need to be back in the studio and really watching what we do to really put our best efforts into the new music and to our performances. Putting Plastic Man on the map not only challenges me to get back in there, but it also challenges everyone in Minus too, to be like, okay, well, if Rich is going into the studio, then we better go into the studio. It's a good, friendly way to create some tension and some competition and to push us all into a new direction. The early morning is always when a certain freedom starts to come. You know, everybody becomes more relaxed and open, and it allows me to play with them more and have a little bit more, again, freedom to take them in a story or in a certain way that is in my head. You know, and for sure, it's also not only that it's the time of the day or of the night or of the morning, but it's also the time of the year. It's not the first gig for me of the year, but it's the first big gig. Let's start thinking about tonight. Let's start thinking about Ibiza. Let's start thinking about all the summer parties. And you know, here's some of the records from last year. Here's some of the records that are going to be this year's newest records. The momentum starts again. You know, it's the beginning. So besonders, wenn so viele Leute kommt mit erwarten vor ein besonderes Zeit, you know, und an dieses Punkt alles fängt an für die ganzes Jahr. I think in, you know, Time Warp 2015 will be a more interactive place. You know, right now you set up your LCD displays or LED displays, the decorations, the sound, and it's somewhat static. You know, you can change the visuals a little bit with animation or whatever, but I hope to see a room that can really progress and move within the music that's being played. If I'm telling a story, then I think 2015, hopefully you can feel that story develop by the interaction of the environment that you're in. So whether that's not only smoke, whether it's smells, just the way that, you know, by then high definition display should be able to actually really take us places that the music is possibly taking us. So I think it would be much more like a virtual reality and much more environmental. Talking about doing something special to also celebrate the Minus 10-year anniversary with all our friends at Time Warp. You know, for me, Time Warp is about me with all these different people and friends and fans coming from all over the world to celebrate and have fun. And I would like to bring my family a little bit more into it so that, we connect the Time Warp family, the Minus family, and the international family together maybe a little bit better.